Welcome into today's conversation and discussion, your 500 seconds of daily resilience. The topic for today is called one word: golden. Golden. So, like many things I have expressed in these podcasts, to the one or the millions out there who have taken the time to download these messages, like many things that I say and do in these discussions, I cannot tell you where they come from. I have expressed on the topic of thinking and thought that we do not think. That capability is not bestowed on us as human beings. We can only observe and express those thoughts that are streaming to us from somewhere. Call it the universal subconscious mind, call it God, call it wind, call it rain. It comes from outside of us. However, it can either inspire or put us in a state of desperation for thoughts we can't organize or choose properly for our defined personal journey. But that's for another episode, either previously or another one I'll do shortly. But anyway, I can only tell you not where it comes from. I can only tell you where and what I have shared the book and these episodes with you. I can tell you where that comes from. And it comes from that source that I'm sharing with you as our commonality. That same inspiration, that same spark of life, that same heartbeat that keeps us moving forward and never backwards. And also, where it comes from is our individual yet common perfectness, our common completeness, or common process of completing. So the topic for today's message, golden. I heard that probably many of us have heard it from Miss Jill Scott from decades ago. That song that she would say or saying, living life like it's golden. I hadn't thought of that song in a long time, but it's still relevant, even that statement. And even I can almost remember the melody and the power of her voice, the clear femininity, the clear power and love in those words from her. But somehow, just recently, that song flashed across my observation screen today. I guess having a topic called golden might sound rich and wealthy, I guess, in words. I wonder now if it has a deeper meaning, living life like it's golden. Like it has a lot of value, maybe market value or ego value, I don't know. Maybe it's not literal. Maybe just as an analogy or a symbol of words pointing us towards our true value. Where? Within. Again, I'm just wondering out loud and with curiosity about the resilience and power and force and beauty, purpose, presence, message, and production. I wonder if there's gold even in those words. As usual, however, I have no direct answers to that wondering question about being or living in a golden manner. But even if we could do that, how could we spend that golden? How could we spend that gold? How to use it? How to leverage that? Maybe it's way more than a thing or an object or a nugget, an ingot of gold. It serves maybe as a subject for how we should respect this life and our daily death, committing our awareness of purpose and production to and through that current and or last breath and heartbeat. So, perhaps in the interim, we could consider this. Allow your resilience and definition guy, me, to present this summary on the word golden and see if you can accept this as a initial starting baseline. How about this? The word golden. Sorry, by nature I'm an engineering guy, and analyst, so I tend to have or to want definitions and some structure that we cannot use as the de facto answer, just as some guidelines, or in this case, an initial baseline for this word. Okay, golden. G, God. O, original. L, love. D, death. E, endless. And letter N, now. So maybe that is a good way to start. Please choose other letters and see if that term golden resonates with you and makes it relevant. Of course, we could probably choose a different word or other words that could be your centering piece or mantra, or a word they can then define as you need to with other words. Again, no word in of itself is going to be the answer. It can serve as an approach, an idea, an observation to build upon. But as I just outlined for you, look at it as a starting point. Maybe an elementary, kindergarten start. So again, many of you out there who have different, more vast experiences that are unique and special to you, but does not detract from the fact that we are connected more than we are different. So given that, that's my word and subject for the day. Golden. Like Miss Scott had sung it, live life like it's golden. But even if you have that as a metric in your head, your life is golden. Again, what will you do with that asset? What will you do with that realization? What can you do as far as production? If you have gold in your presence, you can't hoard it. It has to be used. How will you use your goldenness? So maybe, in closing, consider living every moment, at least for these past 500-second moments, as golden reminders on your journey. As always, stay present, stay current. It's always 8:20.